Hi, my name is Rita Patel-Eng, and I am the director of the Center for Civic Engagement and Social Impact here at Westchester University. I have been here in various roles for about 8.5 years.
I'm Ashley Delshad. I'm a professor in the Department of Political Science and the College of the Sciences and Mathematics Dean's Faculty Associate for Student Success, and I've been here for 12 years now. Our project is both, I think, research and advocacy, and involves faculty, staff, and students at the university. To provide a little bit of context, research on the issue of food insecurity and basic needs insecurity among college students is something that nationwide has been gaining a lot of attention, not in a good way. We at Westchester meet the national trends. We have about a third of our students, based on research that we've done or that we've been a part of, we know that about a third of our students experience food insecurity. So the grant project here was to share that research out and try to get more support, particularly at the state level from the legislature in Pennsylvania, to try to be able to expand the number of programs and supports that we can offer our students here at Westchester.
We were part of the HOPE survey for our particular Westchester University population, indicated that we have about 44% of our student population experiences some form of need insecurity, which can include housing or food insecurity.
Students of color are significantly more likely to experience food insecurity than white students. And the data that we had from Westchester, there was at least a 10% gap. 10 to 15% is often what we see. So in meeting the needs of all students, we are hoping to hopefully close that gap that exists. The USDA, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, has a set of questions that we include in surveys that we've done, that I've been a part of for our Westchester students and through the Hope Center, include these questions, and they look both at the quantity of food that students have access to as well as the quality and regularity of that access. So it's a kind of multifaceted thing that we're talking about here.
So we participated, I believe it was in 2019 that the survey ran, and it is our hope that we will apply and be able to conduct this survey in the coming year as well.
There's kind of been a trend in the research. A lot initially was focused on food insecurity alone, and that is what a lot of my initial research looked at. Dr. Patel, Rita has used the term basic needs insecurity, and that looks at food insecurity as well as other forms of basic needs access issues, including housing, healthcare, transportation.
Our resource pantry provides students with food and basic care products. We also have a benefits hub that we started, which helps students that may want to apply for SNAP benefits, Medicaid, other governmental supports. So the first year, Ashley had applied for the grant and we received the grant. And we have been using those funds to get equipment and really shore up our pantry. And then we're also using the funding to purchase things for our resource pantry to include some more diverse types of needs that we have identified that our students on campus would need. And we've also been able to purchase cards to purchase groceries. So because our resource pantry is not open all year long, and so they can use those gift cards to buy groceries. You can find out more at this wcupa.edu/pantry.
There's a lot more expansion in terms of that access mission and a lot more collaborations across campus. So one of the student groups on campus that's called the Food Recovery Network is trying both to reduce food waste and address basic needs and security both on and off campus. And for the on-campus component, we're working with Aramark to recover food, particularly from locations on campus where the food is prepackaged and can easily be stored for students to access before it expires. And we're working right now on partnerships with the library because they have very expansive hours, and so students could be able both late in the evenings and on the weekends to be able to access food that students from the Food Recovery Network collect and then stock in a refrigerator there. We're also working mission to rebuild a collaboration similar to that we previously had with the Office of Commuter Students, so that there's just more places on campus and more visibility where students know they can go about accessing resources.
The students that probably come to see us at the food pantry are students who may need those extra supports, and we're happy to try to help in whatever way we can to relieve some of that stress.